Good morning, traders. It's Trader Rob. Today is Friday, September 19th. Today is actually day 14 of the challenge. I misspoke yesterday. Yesterday was day 13, so sorry about that. Just a fantastic day of trades yesterday. I think in total, we took, it was either 3 or 4 trades, one early loser, the rest were all winners. Again, just having a super fun time with this challenge. And it's giving me the opportunity to show you guys the setups and how I trade each and every morning. One thing I wanted to show here is we had a setup that I had called out that I was willing to take on the NQ yesterday at the 24,700. And that trade would have worked out perfectly, TP1 and TP2, but I was off the charts at that time. And as well as the ES, remember the 6709 was a number that I was also looking at. That one would have been a perfect winner as well. So let's delete these off of our charts so we're not confused. And let's get into the intro and let's start finding some A+ setups here on a Friday. See you guys in a second. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so let's start off here on the 60-minute. We're on the NQ, so let's see what we can find. We've got a high volume pocket sitting right here. Another small one kind of sitting right here. And then as we go down, we had a little pocket that formed right here. This one, not so great yet. Actually, I'm probably going to mark this one off as well. Just because we're in the new December contract, volume's a little bit lighter. All right, let's jump into the 15-minute now. All right, so this level is no longer valid. Let's see if we can find anything up here. No. No. This one kind of got tapped into a few times already. These levels are still okay. Nothing really interesting on the 15-minute here. Let's drop down to the 5-minute. All right, 5-minute. We got a 5-minute level sitting right here. The 24,722. We've got another level right here. Another level right here. And I think that's it. I don't see nothing. I don't really see anything yet off of these levels. Nothing here in the NQ that I like. I mean, we've got this set up. Actually, no, we don't really have any. I thought we had another setup somewhere down here. We do. So we've got a setup at the 24. Let me see if I can get rid of this guy. At the 24,271. But that's pretty far away from where price action is currently sitting at. So I'm not necessarily sure there's going to be anything on the NQ that I'd be interested in. Let's take a look at the ES. Drop down to the 60. All right. Get rid of this guy. All right, so we do have a level right here. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the 60-minute. So as you guys can see, I'm not going to draw it out just because it's... So that's our high volume area, obviously with this node right here. Let me just delete that to make it easier. Let's jump into the 15-minute, and I'll kind of explain what you're seeing on the chart right now. All right, 15-minute. We got a level actually sitting right here to the upside. We got another level sitting right here. And we actually got another level right here. Okay. We do have a setup that is, I could make a case for a level right here, which I could use as a stop loss, I think. I'm sorry, as a take profit. Let me just make this to green, dash. Okay, so we've got these two levels here, the 66.78 and the 66.75. We also got another level at the 66.66. But for right now, the closest to price action. We've got this nice volume node that's peaking out right here. A lot of volume was sitting here. Did this... I was mapping these out last night around probably 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And then, as you can see, we came down and we came probably 2 ticks away from a really nice entry there. But this happened at around 3 o'clock in the morning, so I was nowhere to be found on the charts. But either way, 66.78 is got 66.78. So yeah, there's a decent amount of volume, not as much as there was yesterday at this 78. If I take a look at the 75, no, it's 70. Yeah, these areas have kind of weakened up here. The 66.78, the 66.75 both have weakened up pretty dramatically. So as of right now, I'm going to leave them on my charts, but I got to see once as price action comes down what we're able to formulate. And then if I drop down to the 5-minute, and there's no real super clear setup that's hit me in the face yet. I got the 66.96 level that's sitting on a peak, but just not much that I can formulate right there. So as of right now, the ES and the NQ really I don't see any immediate setup, nothing there that would really super interest me on this Friday. But with that being said, obviously as price action starts to develop, things can change. And if they do, I will come back and let you kind of know what I'm thinking about. As far as the challenges, who I am actually facing against is my mechanical rule-based strategies in gold, which is a 5-minute inside bar strategy that is trades from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I've got oil, which are 2 sessions, oil session 1, which is from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., and then oil session 2, which is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Currently, I'm only trading session 2, and at the bottom is the 15-minute Rob reversal, which has been pretty good to us. It's actually pretty much helped the mechanical and rule-based strategies tremendously for this month. Oil and gold have just not really been performing well yet here this month, but things can still turn around. There's probably about a good 8 or 9 more trading days left. So we'll see how these react. If you're interested in learning any of these strategies, you can join the Discord. The link's below. It's free. All my strategies with videos are all in there. If you have NinjaTrader and you want to trade these strategies pretty much on autopilot, how I do here, just leave me subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, and just let me know that you want it, and I'll make that available to you. All right, as of right now, nothing super interesting for today, especially on the top side, but I've got a good 3-4 hours to be in front of charts here today, so hopefully we'll be able to find something. And if I do, you will be the first one to know. All right, see you guys here in a little bit. All right, so we got a small setup here that I was able to find on the NQ at the 24,776.50. TP1 would be at the 24,782 and TP2 would be 24,787. We need to see some kind of confirmation candle. Just not necessarily sure I'll be able to get one because its first TP is pretty close. And again, I might be able to refine that. Let's just take a look really quick here. Yeah, I think that 87. I mean, I think I'd be happy with 10 points even right now. I just would like to see a good confirmation here. All right, let's see what I get. All right, so as I explained previously, these are the trades that I love. I mean, this is what I'm 100% looking for all the time, is zero drawdown. My only issue is that I did want to see some confirmation. And unfortunately, my confirmation came somewhere around this 24,782. So obviously not the best entry. Only we could be targeting like 5 points on the NQ. And to be 100% transparent, I was literally right about to move my stop to the 24,790 area. But I just didn't even have the time to do it. So small trade. I think we made $42 on that trade with the 5 micros. But the setup was exactly what I'm looking for. I added this secondary line here at the 24,767 as a possible re-entry because there is a pretty good amount of interest there. To be honest with you, right around the 65, I would say right around there. 66. That would be a nice little entry. Obviously, I would have to adjust my stop here a bit. And just taking a look at it, it would have to be at the 52, which should coincide with this volume profile. Yep. Would coincide with this kind of META volume right here. So that would be risking about 12 points on the NQ. As of right now, to be honest with you, this would look like my TP. I could delete this one for right now, and I could delete this one for right now. So this would be something. I don't like this right here, though. I don't like the volume profile right here. Looks like we're going to have some trouble we would have some trouble right here. You know, if we can break through that trouble, then yeah, this TP would be very, very much in play. But I mean, now that I'm looking at it, and it is getting defended really well. Does, you know, but the free flow, you guys, I talk about it all the time. That free flow, the free flow that I'm looking for back up to my TP. And yeah, the 24,772 would probably be a very easy target to hit. And that would give me about 6 points. But to be honest with you, my NQ trades, I like them anywhere from that 10 to 15 points on average. But, you know, I guess a win's a win. But maybe I would classify this as an A- trade, maybe B+. So we'll see here what we can do. As far as on the mechanical strategies, I took a really nice win in gold. So that was, I think, about a $70 winner right there. Currently in oil session 2. Looks like we might get an inside bar here, so it looks like we could get a trade. No, we got 5 minutes left, so we still got time there. And then nothing on the 15-minute Rob reversal. So, here we go. Let's switch over here to the NQ chart. Let's see here. 766. Let's bring this guy. 766. 766. Let's mark this up here. 766, right around there. All right. Let's see what volume's doing. 766. So what's really being defended strongly is the 65, and then there's a nice little pocket right above it at the 67. So I could see, that's why I've kind of got it right in the middle of these, like a little level right there, a big level right underneath it. So this allows me to get in the trade, get the reaction off the volume pocket, hopefully into TP1, hopefully into TP2. But again, if you get a zero drawdown type of trade like what we got previously, the confirmation candle usually ends up to be somewhere in this, 3 to 4 point range, and that gets you really close to TP1. So if it can pull in just a little bit, maybe 2 points, that would give me a very, very nice entry for TP1 and 2. But I would have to see something pretty convincing here. So if I get into a trade, I'll be right back. So you can see I missed it. I got the confirmation right here. This would have been where I would have gotten in. But I mean, I'm looking at 2 points. So it's just not what I'm looking for. But again, I mean, the level held up. What I said, 24,765, a point and a half down. Just did not get the confirmation until right here. And at that point, I just thought the trade was too small, considering that I knew that we would have some resistance right here. Exactly where I thought we would have the resistance at. So, and again, it's all order book. I mean, this stuff is, it's very easy to see. And the nice thing is that you guys are watching this, and I'm explaining exactly what I am seeing and how I would be trading this. But I mean, hopefully you guys understand. Let me just make sure it was this candle. Let's see which candle it was. It was this one right here at the 9:18:30. Yeah, it was this guy. See, it was this guy right here where I got the confirmation. And at that point, to get 3-4 points, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Considering I knew that we would have a little bit of trouble right here, which we did. And I'm not looking. I should have looked right here. We could get a little push here now to the upside. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. We got some good defense now. Let's see if there's anything here that would make me want to jump in. No. 62. Okay, this would have been good right here to the 62. See, they're just too small. I would think the 24,770 area now would be an area that it would want to probably rebalance. $755. Yeah, those are stops right here now. Told you. 770 was the first one. And at this point now, it's going to be the 779 right above here. 779 would be the next logical area for it to want to rebalance. 779. Have a little trouble at the 75s. $79. You know you need it. You know you need it. You know you want it. You know you need it. You know you need it. There you go. 779. Oh man, this stuff is fun. This stuff is exciting. All right, stick around. Let's see if I can find something else. All right, for the ES, these were the levels on the 15 and the 5 minute that we mapped out early this morning. And again, we just got into an oil trade, so I'll switch over to that right after I'm here. The people that are trading these levels, I mean, you can make a living off of this, I'm telling you. Perfect rejection off the level here. Perfect rejection off the level here. This is where we're consolidating it. Still interested here at the 66.78 and the 66.75 area. Seems to be very well, a lot of volume sitting right there. All right, let me switch over to the oil trade and you guys can watch that one unfold. All right, so something I see kind of interesting here on the ES. That 6,700 again is getting really defended pretty well. And I see if you look at the volume profile, you can see this ledge right here. This coincides with the 6,700. I want to position myself a tick above that at 6,725. And then you can see the easy rotation right back into 6703. Small trade, 3 points. And then possibly this 6704. So it's a smaller trade than I would, that I would like. Let me just jump into the 1 minute. smaller trade that I would like, but still a pretty interesting setup here. So I'm going to see how price action reacts. See if maybe if I get a little confirmation candle that makes sense, and possibly get a nice little trade here. I think to maybe end the day. All right. All right, so stayed on the charts a little longer than I wanted. It's about 141. And the market is still on that upper channel, that's for sure. We are in a 15-minute Rob reversal right now, so I'll monitor that one. And as far as setups are concerned, this setup here that I had mapped out at the 6,700 doesn't look like it's gonna be touched today. It could be, but I probably will not be on the charts. So I'll take the winner for today. Good day of trading, and I hope everybody enjoys their weekend. If you get some value from this video, this is a good. This has been a really good test for me to go live, because now I can show you guys exactly how I'm looking for setups, obviously in real time. This is as real time as I can do right now. But hopefully it's giving you guys some value. If you get in value, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and you'll get more content like that. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Look out for my weekly levels and tradable levels, that video that's going to come out on Sunday. Take care, everybody.